Hello, this is a bonus on the bonus mini reads. How are you all today? Just for clarity, so all of the minis that you're seeing this week were all recorded on Monday, this past Monday. And somebody did suggest that I should probably make notation of the time and date because by time some of my readings come out, the things that I said would happen have already happened, and so then you're not sure if it was a prediction or it was just me rattling on about the news. Um, so having said that, this morning I released DeSantis in June and I released the grand jury mini. But yesterday I released the Mark Meadows one. And again, keeping in mind that that was recorded on Monday morning. So it is now Thursday morning at 9:18 Mountain Daylight Time. And I want to take another second look, if you will, at DeSantis. Don't mark if you can see the little discoloration there. It's my still in the window. Um, so let's take another and he was the one that got um he got like the tower and the death card side by side. Um a couple of cards into his reading. So things were not going well. If I remember correctly, I said that it felt very much like he was telling them stuff. He told them more than he thought he told them more initially than he thought he was actually telling them. But as of yesterday, the Midas Touch Network did report, and I guess other media outlets are reporting it this morning, that in fact, he has been cooperating in part for some limited immunity initially. And now he is cooperating. I guess he has agreed to plead guilty to some federal charges. Um, When are they going to learn? Like when? What is it going to take for these people to understand that Trump is a big old bus and all he does is drive over people? Like, I don't get why they don't get that. It just kills me. Um, well, of course, you know what they say, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I guess this really applies. So, all right, I'm not chattering anymore. I just want to take a second look at Mark Meadows and just see exactly how helpful he has been and what sort of that may look like for him going forward with, conservatives. Here we go. Mark Meadows DOJ, Mark Meadows DOJ, Mark Meadows DOJ. Let's find that down a little bit. And they say that, he was connected to everything, right? He was connected to the January 6th deal. He was connected to the documents deal. And there's something else. There's a third something. And so he knows a lot of stuff. He knows a lot about what was in the, skeletons in the closet, what was going on in Trump's mind, what he did or didn't say, etc. All right. So, okay, here we go. He's starting off with the Knight of Wands. All right. So, this is speaking more to his mindset. It was about him kind of feeling like everything was going to be fine. Everything was going to work out. You didn't need to worry about it. It's good. It's going to be good. And he discovered, in fact, that, yeah, you know what? In fact, no, it's not really good. And, you can feel it. What is that? You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all of the time. I think that's sort of the expression. And that's what it is. Except instead of fool, it was like, well, fool, but it was more like cover up, disinformation, flat out lying. And that got him caught up. And because of that, he really was in a very simple situation. Flip or go to court or go to jail. It's real simple. And he, made the decision that flipping was the better choice, and that is what he's done. So, in order to accomplish that, he now I don't know what the details are. I don't believe any of us do, but he um when the details come out, we're going to discover that he actually got quite a good deal. Um, and as long as he doesn't change his story, he really got off with more of a slap on the hand. Now, I don't know if he's going to jail for a limited period of time. I don't know what that all looks like. I'm not getting any really strong impressions at this point, but definitely, um, he he ended up cutting a good deal for himself to protect him. He has so much information. And, same old thing, right? When it comes to protecting your own butt, you're going to spill the beans. And that is what he has done. And he has spilled beans in many, many areas, including things like some of the grifts that went on when the Trump family was in the White House. And I said Trump family because, Ivanka and Jerry, they're right up there. And so he had information about sort of all kinds of things, in part because he was that chief of staff who didn't in any way try to control Trump. You just let Trump be Trump. He didn't care. Right? Just do what you want. Well, you know what? When there are people around Trump who let Trump be Trump and encourage it, they become his best buddy, and he can't keep his mouth shut to save his soul. So there was a lot of stuff that, Trump just sort of talked about in the casual day to day events. And Mark remembered it, and Mark has spoken about it, and he has talked about it. So as he goes forward, okay, he recognizes that his his career in politics is now hampered. It's not so much that nobody's going to believe or nobody's going to want him around, right? But there's going to be a lot of static around it about how much can we trust this guy, can we not trust this guy, etc. Um, so right now, it actually feels like he's doing a lot of evaluating in terms of, okay, well, that aspect or that component of my life has ended. Where do I go from here? How do I move that forward in some kind of a career for me? So that's going on. But make no mistake, even though I earlier said that, he has cut himself a good deal, and according to the cards he has, they caught him and they got him. And that was part of the reason that they had the leverage that they had. And what that has done is it has strengthened the Department of Justice's cases with Trump. We kind of roll them all together. But the Mar-a-Lago situation, which apparently looks like it's going to be filed out of Florida, and the January 6th thing, which looks like it's going to come out of DC, are very separate cases with very separate issues. And so, oh yeah, election interference. That was the third thing. Sorry, my brain. That was the third thing that Meadows had a lot of knowledge of. In fact, he was involved in some of those phone calls that Trump made that were perfect. So what this did was it really solidified the case. It was the confirmation on the confirmation that the Department of Justice was looking for, and they have received it. So that's what it looks like for Mark Meadows. I'm just going to take the remaining deck and I'm just going to do a cut and just see um, what is Trump's reaction to the news, Trump's reaction to the news, Trump's reaction to the news. And of course, his bigger news is that he has been informed that he is a target of the investigation in Mar-a-Lago. And just because he hasn't been indicted, it doesn't mean he's innocent. And this is how Trump is feeling right now. He actually feels as if, like, he could hear the jail door clang shut. Now, I don't know that that's what's going to happen to him. We can all hope. But he now is starting to recognize exactly how trapped he is in these legal situations. Um, because for a long time, as we've said, Trump just looks at the sunny skies and he has minions to take care of. He would make that go away. I don't like that problem. Get it gone. Well, no one can get these ones gone. And so he is really, really starting to feel the impact of what's coming down the road for him. I mean, you can see it in his deranged posts on True Social, right? The stuff that he's rambling and talking about that just is incoherent and makes no sense. So he is finally actually starting to feel some rather intense pressure. I have to say, this is not going to go down as one of his favorite weeks. Okay, so as I said, um, I'm going to start putting the recording day and time on these minis just so that you know. The one tomorrow is about Ukraine with a peek at Putin. But again, that was filed on Monday. So this is what I know. Listen, you guys all have a really good weekend, even though it's a bit early. I'm wishing it to you. And if you haven't seen all of the minis that have been released, please hit the notification button because they're coming out daily. And you may see one and then not realize there's another one following. So thank you very, very much for that. Thank you for all of your lovely, lovely comments. Bye bye.